When we were first considering buying some property out in the Berkshires, we looked at lots of towns. We came to this property, and for me, it was love at first sight. It's just a beautiful town, and every time we came back to visit, I just felt a certain level of peace.
I remember back in the day when, your parents would always say, hey kids, go out and play and be home when the streetlights come on. And Richmond's that type of town and that community we have here, and I feel real comfortable raising our children here.
We're so close to New York City, we're so close to Boston, and really most importantly, we're so close to amazing cultural things just locally. Can't ask for anything more.
Hi, I'm Deval Patrick.
And I'm Diane Patrick.
We found our neighbors in Richmond to be interesting, sophisticated, worldly. Some have lived here all their lives. Some are newcomers and come only on the weekends, but to a person they've given us a warm welcome. Hear from some of them now.
We moved here about 10 years ago when my oldest daughter was 1. Part of the reason we live here is because it's beautiful. It's wide open spaces, and as my daughter got to be a little bit older, we realized the school is incredible. It's a Tier 1 school.
We realized that part of the reason that a lot of people live in Richmond is for the school and the programs it provides.
Our family moved to Richmond 4 years ago. A small community with a lot of space was what we were looking for. We're able to do all the things that we've always loved to do, farming, letting the kids run free. Richmond is a very safe place to live.
If you're looking for the best place in the Berkshires to raise a family, Richmond is the place.
It's a beautiful area and the school is very close. I knew right off the bat that I wanted was that the diversity in the programs that Richmond offers. Science,
Arts.
the arts program, all the kids have
Music.
a foreign language. Isabella is able to play the flute for the first time. The kids have just thrived. They are enjoying all the different programs that are offered.
Learning French, aren't you? Yeah, and Spanish.
Isabella, she's getting to do so many things that she hasn't, things that have interested her, but she just hasn't had the opportunity to do. She's always been very talented at art and hasn't been able to explore that. We couldn't ask for anything more.
I am a neurologist and had a full-time practice in the Bay Area, but realized I could become a teleneurologist in Richmond. I see patients all over the United States. I can see them in their hospital setting on my video upstairs in my office, and they can see me. I can examine them. That's what I do, and I'm doing it very well and successfully here in Richmond.
I'm a software engineer. I work on IBM mainframes, and I work right in my home office right here.
I'm a professional coach, executive coach, so I work with business owners and leaders. I work right here from my home. I use the internet, I use phones, I use Skype. We find Richmond just a wonderful town.
This is a great place to, I think, take advantage of everything that Richmond has to offer.
After we retired, we started spending more time up here, and we realized we hadn't taken advantage of all of the activities that were available to us in Richmond. We were amazed at all of the activity going on the lake. It's actually about half a mile across. There's fishing, sailing, canoeing, kayaking. Occasionally you'll see a water skier go by. We had made so many friends so quickly from being here that we realized that Richmond was a great place to live.
We have been living in Richmond since 2004 when we bought our house. We really fell in love with Richmond because it sort of was the perfect combination of a quiet town with a lot of scenic beauty, but it was in the middle of the county, and so we feel like we're very close to where the action is, and when we're done with that we come back to our very quiet place here in Richmond, which we love a lot.
There's so much to do up here on the weekends. We love going to Tanglewood, love going skiing in the winter, paddleboarding in the summer. There's just a great, vibrant community up here.
Our primary residence is New York City.
But we spend our weekends and really as much of our free time as possible here in Richmond.
And it's great because it's also 4 seasons.
We looked at a lot of places in the Berkshires and elsewhere for a second home, and one of the reasons we decided that Richmond was the place for us is really because it's a better place to relax. It's a better place to decompress, and it's a better place for us to call our home.
We are second homeowners and residents of Richmond, Massachusetts, and have been for most of the last 15 years, and every day has been magic.
What Richmond and the Berkshires has to offer is second to none in terms of the cultural opportunities, the peace and tranquility here, We just love it. We spend as much time here as we possibly can.
I served as governor of the Commonwealth for 8 years, and a very demanding and very enriching job. Anyone on my staff or family can tell you I looked forward to weekends and summers and holidays being able to take refuge here in Richmond because it was a place of quiet and repose where people respected our privacy. And in a job like that, that's a pretty important thing to be able to look forward to.
Make Richmond your home, a home to raise your children, a home to pursue your passions, a home to relax on the weekends. A better place to live. Richmond,